in the chat and just literally telling us where you are from. Orange County, wow, welcome. Chicago, welcome, welcome. Houston, welcome. I'm from Miami, Florida. Welcome to me as well. Listen, if you are a guest on this call, I want you to drop a number one. I want to see who I am talking to today. I want to see who I'm talking to today. So if that's you and you are a guest, you are not with EXP, I want you to just drop a number one in the chat box. Welcome. I welcome you. I welcome you. I welcome you. Well, today we're not going to be here long. We're going to be here for about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. And I want to show you the reasons why I decided to come to EXP. And and 80,000 others. And so if you're ready to hear what I have to say, because I'm extremely excited, go ahead and just type a number 5 in the chat box. Go ahead and type a number 5 in the chat box. Super excited. I'm actually going to jump on my Instagram here because I believe there's somebody that needs to hear what I have to say today about EXP Realty. And so I'm just going to tune in right here. Boom. Boom. Go live. All righty, all righty, all righty. All right, there I go on live. Listen. Uh-oh, not sure what happened there. Can you guys hear and see me?
Yep.
All right, excellent, excellent, excellent. Listen, my name again is Claudia Hibbert-Smith, and I'd love to share with you guys again why I'm with EXP, just a little bit about my story. Guys, at the age of 14, I gave birth to my only son at the time. For 27 years, I was with one child. His name is Amari. Yes, I had them at the age of 14. And let me tell you, my life was doomed according to everyone else. That's right. My life was doomed according to everyone else. But not only did I graduate from high school at the top of my class and the vice president of my class, I also went on to be blessed with an education for free at the University of Florida. Let's go Gators. Come on, I know I got some Gators on here. If I have some Gators on here, just drop a little Gator in the chat box. But I graduated from there and I got a J-O-B. And some of you that know me might say, yeah, Claudia, we know what that means. If you know, type it in the box. But I got a just over broke job. And I wasn't even working paycheck to paycheck. See, I would make a paycheck and be working to pay bills 3 months and 4 months behind. I knew I would gain some level of success. I just did not know the vehicle. I just did not know the vehicle. And so guess what? I was about to retire at 40. That was a goal of mine, really was 35, but they asked me to stay. I became a realtor at the age of 21, guys. I was with a friend of mine. I saw the realtor making about $40,000 in 60 days. And I said, man, I'm smart, but something's not adding up. 1 and 1 only equal 2. It took me a whole year to make $40,000. And yet I saw a realtor make $40,000 in 2 months. 2 days later, and I'm not telling you guys to do this, but I quit my job. I quit my job. I did not know how to get the license. I knew how to read. I knew how to write. And I knew how to do arithmetic. So if it took me an extra year in college, I was all for it. Luckily for me, I didn't have a job anymore. It only took me a week to take the class. Well, guess who was in class for a week? Yes, me. Okay. Yes, it was me. And so listen, I'm super, super excited to be here with you guys. 1 year into real estate, I became the rookie of the year. 20 years I stayed with one company. 20 years I stayed with one company. And some of you guys here today are thinking, she's crazy. She was the top producer of 3,500, 4,000 agents, top 5, and she just left. Yes, because sometimes the greater the risk, the greater the reward. I'm going to repeat that again. The greater the risk, the greater the reward. And so I literally needed a shift, guys. There was nothing wrong with the company that I had come from, but they had given me everything that they possibly could given me, right? And it was time for me to grow. It was time for me to go from good to great. I want you to type that in the chat box. It was time for me to go from good to great. And so I want to just move along here because my good friend now, Elena Cardone, had a target on my back. And here I am blessed with EXP. And not only am I blessed with EXP, I'm going to be talking about how to cap at 100% commission. Okay. I'm going to talk about how I was able to icon. I'm going to show you what that looks like in my very first year. I'm going to show you how I came out of production, guys. Okay. And I was able to be a top producer all over again. Although I thought I was ready for retirement, I was just ready for new energy. I needed some new energy. And so I'm super excited to share. Listen, guys, I want to share something with you. And I'm going to go a little bit out of order. Is that okay? I have a 43-page presentation. Is it okay if I just touch about 4 of those pages? Just 4 of those pages? Just nod. I can see your faces. Just nod if that's okay. Okay, that's okay with me. But before we go to that spreadsheet, I want to show you something that was really, really good for me. I want to show you something that was really, really good for me. My Instagram people can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. I'm going to keep moving along. Guys, I want to ask you, Kelly, you're here with me. Thank you for being a guest of mine. What do you believe is the average sales price in the US?
$350.
All right, so we're going to go with 350. That is actually the national average. What do you believe the average units are sold? Well, how many units does the average agent sell in 1 year?
In 1 year, 5.
It's actually 5 to 7, but let's go with 7. And the average commission is 3. Well, Kelly, let me ask you a question. In your first year at EXP, how many people do you believe you can invite to this environment of a company?
Well, I've 10.
10? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm at 4 right now and I've only been here 5 months.
Wow. So watch this, guys. Watch what happens. Let's just say the next few people that come in, they're not 10Xers like Kelly. And they just bring in only 2 people. Those 2 people only bring in 3 people. Those 3 people only bring in 2. You get the point. Really no effort, but they're moving along. Okay. They're moving along. Calculate. Now, this is not me doing sales. I haven't even hit sales yet. How would this look to make an extra $1.2 million a year just based on the average agent at the average sales price of $350,000, 7 units sold, and 3% paid out? Would that be attractive to you?
Yeah.
Excellent. Drop a number 5 if you think that would be attractive to you. Let me just show you something, guys, because the first 30 days I came into the business, I dropped 33 realtors as partners in my business. Yes, I dropped 33 realtors in the first 30 days of me joining EXP. We're not going to talk about what happened after that, but let's just assume everything else remains the same. I just want to show you guys what I'm on track for doing for the year. That's $8.9 million a year. Does that make sense? Who wants to now start inviting people to a company that is literally recession proof? I want to just skip over here to the presentation for a second. Kelly, can you see the presentation?
Yes.
Excellent. I want to go over the compensation part and everything that we have about EXP here on this Zoom today. And I want to stop here with the founder because I would be remiss if I did not say thank you to Mr. Glenn Sanford for not giving up. See, Mr. Glenn Sanford is a licensed realtor just like you and I. You know, he started with a company by the name of KW. KW has something called profit share. And he wondered, as he magnified his team, the profit share just did not go with it. Okay, it just did not go with it. And he says, you know what? I'm going to go and open up my own brokerage and improve what they had over at KW. Well, lo and behold, Mr. Glenn Sanford didn't know quite yet what it took to run a real estate brick and mortar. And see, when the market took its curve for the recession in 2007 and 8, his business went underwater. I want you to follow me here because this is very important. He didn't give up. Write that somewhere on your mirror in the bathroom with a Sharpie marker. I will not give up. I will not give in. And although it seemed like failure, it was just a temporary failure to success. Because then he said, okay, how do I build a recession-proof company? How do I reduce the expenses of a broker, a brokerage, a mom and pop, a brick and mortar, small business? And here we have EXP Realty. So guess what? I will be seeing Mr. Glenn Sanford next week, 2 weeks from now in Vegas at EXP EXP Con. I'll actually be speaking on one of the stages there. Very excited to meet him. That's
next week.
Very, very humble guy. And listen, just super, super, super duper excited. So next week, that's right. All right. So I would go over the core values, but I don't think anybody's ever going to say that we're just a terrible company. But one thing I do want to mention is that we're a community. We have collaborations because we're in 24 countries, guys. What that means, just think of it like this. Little old Claudia Hibbert has 16 states of partners under her belt. My partners are licensed in 16 states. Now, EXP has allowed me not to be a broker or have a license in each of those states to gain partners. In fact, it's 50 states and 24 countries, guys. That is a big deal. So my organization, once again, consists of 16 states and 2 countries. Okay. I love it. I love the business model. Let me ask you by a show of hands, or just drop a number 2 in the box. Did you ever think, or yes or no, do yes or no. Did you ever believe that Blockbuster, okay? Did you ever believe that Blockbuster would go out of business? And let me just see. Did you ever think when Blockbuster was Blockbuster, did you ever think to yourself, man, they're going to go out of business? I was like you. I always thought I would be taking back the Blockbuster video 24 to 48 hours from the time I rented it, so I didn't have to pay the $3 late fee. That was me. And I'll tell you what, the pandemic, COVID, showed me something, that I could use Amazon. Now, how many of you guys know Amazon had been around prior to COVID? But I never used Amazon because everything I bought, I wanted to feel and touch. I wanted to feel and touch everything that I had bought. Well, let me just tell you, I just bought 2 items this morning off Amazon and they're coming today. Amazon has made it a place of easy. I don't have to, I don't have to go into the store, grocery store to spend non-producing income. That's non-producing income activity, right? I don't have to be in that space and I'm totally excited about it. Why are traditional brokerages coming over, guys? Because we are the metaverse. People are trying to catch up to where we are. Guys, I want to just pause for a second. Forget about the screen. In fact, I'm going to stop sharing it for a quick bit. Let's talk about how to get into EXP and why you should get into EXP. We have the #1 CRM. It's called KV Core. It's called KV Core. And I don't speak from a background of EXP. Remember, I was with one company for 20 years. I've been with EXP for 1 year. We used KV Core at my last company for 8 years. It is a remarkable system. It's lead generating. I've gotten several listings from the system communicating with clients when I was asleep and did not know. Like, you can't pay for those types of integrations. That's amazing. Somebody could walk by your listing and they pop up in your CRM, and now they're in your database. An amazing tool, guys. An amazing tool. We have Sky Slopes so that keeps you in order so you don't get sanctioned from your state. Amazing. When a document is missing, it just pops up in red and reminds you, hey, this document is missing. How fabulous is that? How great is that? Guys, that's amazing. Let's talk about the community and listen, we get over 80 hours of live training per week right in our metaverse. I wish I could show you the metaverse right now, but I just got a new laptop and I haven't downloaded my new office yet. I'll do it later today, so we'll see it next time. But let me tell you, if it's snowing in the metaverse, right? My not emoji. What do you call the lady? What do you call her? My
Avatar.
My avatar is in there. And I get to meet with people like Marshall. I don't have to fly to Arizona for a board meeting. Guys, because I could literally go into an office like I did with my state broker, and we work through some things. Guys, if you have a question, you pull a ticket and they're right there for you. It's amazing. You get all of that, guys, plus the 10X trainings, all with EXP. So I know you guys want to know, well, what are the commissions? What's going on? Right? But before I get there, I got to talk about the health insurance plans. Guys, we offer discounted good insurance, health insurance. So you no longer have to be straggling out there figuring out who's going to be the new carrier. We've done all the work for you. And so I want to bring this up really quickly. I've always wanted to be a school teacher. Okay. No offense, but I wanted to make a lot of money. So I had to make a pivot, and now we own a whole school. So see how things work out. So let's just say you wanted to come into EXP today. Guys, I want you to type on Instagram. It costs $149 to join us. I want you to type that in the box, visitors. $149 to join EXP. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? Guys, from there, I never knew what a cap was. I remember when I got into my company, I was rookie of the year. I was grandfathered in. So I never understood what the cap was. I've always had a standard 90 to 95% commission. I did. And that's the truth. So when I came to EXP, they kept saying, well, you cap at 16K. And I was like, what's the cap? I don't even know what that is. Can somebody explain it to me? And they explained it a little bit like this. All right. So the commission, your commission one, you do a sale, you get a commission. Let's just say your commission is $20,000. 80% goes to you. That's 16,000, right? And right. 20% goes to EXP. That's 4,000. Let's say commission number 2 is 10,000. Same thing. 80% goes to you. That's 8,000. I have only did this presentation over 100 times. It would just make sense for me to do a little slideshow so I could click. But let me tell you, I love calculating. I love typing it out so that you could really get what it is, right? So 80% goes to you, 20% goes to EXP. That's $2,000. Type in the chat box how much money I've paid to EXP thus far between commissions 1 and 2. How much have I paid EXP thus far? All right, good. I've paid them $6,000. So guys, when that 6,000 equates to 16,000, I now go to what's called 100% commission. I now go to what's called 100% commission. And I can tell you right now, some of my partners, myself, we've done it in the first 2 or 3 months of us, our anniversary year. So we get to spend 10 more months at 100% commission. To be honest with you, I've never had 100% commission. Does this make sense to you? Okay, is this making sense? Well, I want to move on for a second. Okay, when you transact, okay, well, let's back up. There's an $85 per month fee. Okay, KV Core, Sky Slope, the Universe. I mean, your brokerage support, Sky Slope support, they process your files on the back end. That's $85 a month. And I said KV Core. I want you to Google what the price is as an individual agent for KV Core. You'd be knocking on the EXP's door. Okay. For every transaction per transaction, there's a $40 E&O, error and omissions insurance. Once you pay $500, you are no longer charged this fee. And then there's a $25 admin fee per file. Okay, very simple, guys. Very simple. All right. So now, Claudienne, this is great. I'm excited. Well, you mentioned something earlier about Icon Agent. Yeah, absolutely, I did. Here's what an Icon Agent looks like. They have capped. We now know what cap means, 16K to EXP. Now, once you hit your cap and you do either 20 additional deals, okay, which equates to about, no, it equates to $5,000 in fee, because what happens once you go to 100% commission, I keep wanting to say financing, 100% commission, you do pay a $250 processing fee. That is your new processing fee, okay? Everything else goes out the door, okay? Or you make $500K in GCI. Well, what's GCI, Claudia? Gross commissionable income. Gross commission income, okay? Why? Because we have luxury agents that won't do 20 deals. They'll do 5 deals and they'll hit the GCI. And then we have some people who don't do luxury that won't hit 500,000, but they'll do 20 deals, okay? So I was very close to the 500 GCI, and my $3 million deal went south. I said, Claudienne, reorganize, regain control. I was 17 deals in. I was only 3 deals away from becoming an icon, and I became an icon in my first year. Well, so what? You became an icon, Claudia, and what does that mean? Here's what that means. That simply means that I get 16K back in stocks. Who wants 16K back in stocks? So not only am I getting my 100% commission, I got $16,000 back in stocks. Guys, what happens with stock? It goes down and it goes up over time. I really, when you look at it, have made over 100% commission the whole entire time, because we foresee that this is a recession-proof company, okay? Say it with me, recession-proof company. And when the market takes its turn again, we're gonna be up. And I can't make promises. I can only see what others have done. But I see Tesla has gone up to thousands of dollars a share. It's already been done. Amazon, go check it out, $3,500 a share. That means the possibility of us getting there is great. I don't want you to miss that. Well, Claudia, is that the only way you get stocks? Absolutely. I see I have Marshall on here, okay? Let's say Marshall was invited to EXP by me directly. When Marshall closes her first deal, not only is she going to make some money in stock, a couple $100s, I'm also going to make a couple $100s in stock as well. Does that make sense? I have a vested interest in Marshall producing. Does that make sense? So a lot of people want to know, well, why do you train on Wednesdays and why do you train here? Because I have a vested interest in my agents to do well. I want Marshall to get her money in stocks. I want to get my money in stocks, and I want to change some lives. Does that make sense? Great. The fourth way you can get stock, guys, and is elected way, okay? And I'm going to come out of the screen share for a second. You can elect, this is not mandatory. You can elect to collect or buy 5% worth of stock from your commission. So if I make $10,000 of commission, I can take 5% of my commission and allocate it towards stock at a 10% discount. And you know what? No offense again, I'm not the Social Security girl. We're taking care of my mom, okay? Yes, and so I don't believe in the Social Security system. My mom would not be able to live at the capacity that she lives now based on Social Security alone. And how do I know? Because I'm living it right now. And so, yes, I believe in EXP. I believe in their stocks. And I know, let me tell you something. I know that we're going to be one of those Fortune 500 companies at $1,000 a share. Okay. I can't make any promises, but I can just see the way we're going. Okay. And so that's that. Is there anything else that I've missed that I want to share with you guys today? So we talked about commissions. We talked about what it costs to join. We talked about the stock. We talked about health options. We talked about earning up to 100% commission, being a part of a great community. Let me ask you a question, guys. Have you heard enough to make a decision? Have you heard enough to make a decision? If your answer is yes, what I want you to do is text the person that invited you here right now. Let's all just take a moment and just say thank you for inviting me to a call that explains more about EXP, and let them know I'm ready to get started. Guys, that is my time. I want to say thank you to my upline, my partners, Lisa Copeland, Brian Colhane, Elena Cardone, Mr. Glenn Sanford himself. Brian Colhane, again, is a co-founder of the company, our honorary, Hoss Pratt, Tariq El Musa, just some amazing people that I get to partner with and do business with and work with. Guys, that is my time. I promised I would not keep you here long. I want to keep to my promise. Make sure you invite more people next week, Wednesday, same time, same place. I'm going to be bringing guests. Guys, thank you for having me here. So Instagram, that was a whole training, right? My training atmosphere is here. People from all over the place. Chicago, I saw New York, I saw California, obviously Florida. This was literally a training on how to do a launch call. I do not call them opportunity calls. People are turned away when you say opportunity. I am launching my business, okay? I am innovating. Guys, I'm inviting realtors to my home buyers seminar on Saturday, and I'll tell you why. And I'm going to stop this here. If you want more, come on the training, guys, on Instagram. Okay. Why am I inviting non-EXP realtors to, why am I inviting non-EXP realtors, guys, to my seminar? And I want to tell you this. If you're not on Instagram, Facebook, you better be somewhere. Okay, because I just started promoting on Monday. It is only Wednesday, and there's 142 people that is signed up to come to my home buyers seminar. Do you think I'm going to be able to handle that? No. Collaboration is the new monetization. So I'm going to ask for Marshall to be there. I know she's probably going to be walking at the breast cancer. Some of y'all should have organized. No. Some of y'all should have organized to do something for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Did you? We cannot forget that. We are women. It's Domestic Violence Month. Did you organize a flyer or something saying ABCD? So why am I inviting non-EXP realtors? Okay, I want you to understand this. My EXP realtors will be there in uniform, in black polo shirts, professionally dressed, and we're going to be able to distinguish who's who, because they will be the people who gets the referrals. The people in the room will see what they miss. And guess what will happen? You always use an event. I don't care if it's an open house. You invite all the neighborhood realtors to a broker's open. Okay? I have the mayor that's going to be there. Councilwoman Linda Julian's going to be there. The student loan doctor is going to be there. She's flying in town. Guys, I'm leveraging relationships. Does this make sense? So I need you to understand the realtors that will be in the room that are my partners will have access to a database now of 140 people. We are approving the people on the spot. And I'm going to say, hey, Jackie Reeves, go over and meet with Marshall Moreland. She's standing right there. She's going to take really good care of you. They will email you and her your pre-approved. So don't worry about that. And we're going to go ahead and schedule you for a buyer's consultation. And Marshall already knows what to do. You're talking about Marshall that's on here. I'm just going to use her as an example, guys, because she's on here today, who did 2 or 4 closings at her last company over the last 2 or 3 years, and she's killing it over here. So much that I can't even keep count. So I want to reward my people and say, thank you for showing up. Here are the referrals. Some of these people are going to have parents that want to sell and downsize to go to 55 and up. Guess who's going to get that referral? Marshall, because she's working with the daughter or son of that parent. Don't think just one. Think, how can I take this one and diversify this one person to 5 deals? I don't stop at the one. No. I learn about their parents. How are they? If they're still living. How about your children? Oh, they graduate next year. Do they have a job commitment? They don't have to be working for 2 years out of college. You just need an offer letter. Man, this was good. This was good. I don't know about y'all. This was good. All right, let's open up for Q&A.
Claudienne, I was just a little bit confused on that revenue share. Like, what does that mean for me as an agent? What does that mean?
Give me an example.
That calculator you pulled up, it was.
Have you ever seen a calculator?
Not that one, no.
All right, cool. So this is a calculator that we've internally created with Elena Cardone in the Cardone World. This means this could be you. You brought in 33 agents.
Okay.
Those 33 agents brought in 2. This is the rev share portion of the presentation that I didn't touch. Let me show you what it looks like. Most people, you're going to show them this, and like me, they don't know what you're talking about. Okay, tier 1 up to $2,800. I put it in calculation form. I want you to see what it looks like in the calculator. So I could just change these numbers. Let me just do this. So you could potentially make, if you brought in 3, Kelly, how many agents did you bring in? 5?
4.
4. Have they brought in anybody?
No, but they're slated to.
All right, so let's just do 1s.
Yep.
0. Well, this is probably gonna be 0, 2. Well, let's just do 2s. All right, there you go. That's $19,000 in rev share. These people must be producing at the average 7 deals a year. Who can't do 7 deals a year?
Is this taking into consideration the FLQA? Like, don't you have to have 5 at your front line qualifying?
You're not going to maximize.
Okay.
So watch this. These 4 people are producing.
Okay.
And they are active, which means you have to do how many deals in 6 months?
5,000 gross.
Oops, 2.
Oh, 2? Oh, it's a number. It's not commission.
2.
Oh, 2 deals in 6 months. I thought
That
it was a
makes you
number.
an active agent.
Oh, that's different than what I heard before.
All right, so 40 I'll just keep it honest with y'all. I got 59 people on my front line.
Okay,
I got 67 people on my second line. I got 32 people on, like, these numbers are gonna just be crazy. But the truth is everybody's not gonna produce. So I
Right.
don't use the high numbers. I use the numbers that I believe people are gonna produce at. So let's just say you brought in 4, that 4 brought in 2, these 2 brought in 1, this 1 brought in 1. I mean, it's still good money. It's 6 figures for the year. You've not done a sale. So you can really come into EXP and be a sales recruiting machine. It's not mandatory, but you can definitely do it. I don't know, did y'all learn something on here today? Did I answer your question, Kelly?
You did, yeah. And you brought a lot of excitement, your tone, your voice. It does make a difference the way you project yourself. So I did take away a lot from this training. Thank you.
Absolutely. Let me tell you something. You don't always want to send people to my call because my energy that you saw today is every day. And some people don't like the excitement. So it's just the truth. Okay? Some people like very monotone. You're going to lose me on anything monotone. I don't care what it is, even a book. And I'm just not going to read it and I'm not going to listen to it. If it's an audio, I always ask, well, is it the author's voice or is it I just can't do it. I can't. I'd rather just read the book. And so you want to determine the personality type for the person. And then based on that, that's how you decide where you send people to a call. Anybody else have any questions? Deborah, Savannah?
Claudia, and I do, just with regards to what Kelly just said, what's FLQ?
You know, I'll never remember, but it's frontline qualified agent. And then what does that mean? It means that the agent, and let me pull up my rev share. Is that okay? Can I pull up my rev share? I probably shouldn't, but I like you guys, so I'm going to do it. Because they don't want you guys to, or anybody to base your earnings based on somebody else's earnings, if that makes any sense. You have to put in the work. All right, y'all showed me this last time. My account, nope. I usually go on here from my cell phone, so it's always tricky from here. Revenue share. Okay, here we go. Hi, EXP, I think y'all told me I have to go to. All right, here we go. Revenue share. All right, so I got 57 people. 20 of the 57 people are qualifying agents. The number represents the current frontline qualifying agents that are used in determining your revenue share payment amounts for tier 2 through 7. Make sense? All right. What else?
Claudia, I got an email that I qualified for that sprint conference. What is that?
You're sprinting. You're sprinting forward. You sound like me. I'm like, what is this? You have added to your rev share. And phenomenal timing. Let me tell you guys, I didn't know this, but they kept saying, Claudia, you are growing your business faster than anyone in this entire organization has ever grown their organization. Now, what does that mean? Are there people with thousands and thousands? Yes. But at this juncture, no one was able to put nearly 200 people in a system in 1 year.
Oh,
It happened over time. And then momentum hit when COVID came. So they started to elevate. The people that were already with EXP were starting to elevate. The momentum was there. And so you just have to, like, I'm doing a call tomorrow with Elena Cardone at 12 o'clock. I'm just going to invite people to the call and let her lead it. I'm going to invite those people that I believe have her personality, right? That would love, and I love Elena when she does her presentations. It's not doctored up. It's wherever she is, however she is in that moment. And I love it. It's just so transparent. And so I'm going to be doing calls like that on a weekly basis with her on Thursdays. Or do y'all want to hear? Well, here's the thing. I think Aziz does a call on Friday. So we'll just continue to train on how to get people to come to your meetings, okay? Guys, I did my real estate mixer and I want to show you this. I want to show y'all this. This stuff works.
how many people did you have attend?
Over 50 people were there and the hurricane was here.
Yep.
Not coming tomorrow, not the day before. We were on hurricane watch. It did not rain. It was a nice time. It was amazing. But watch this. Well, forget about that. I'll show you something else. A young lady came to the mixer and brought her entire team of 5 with her. She came to the mixer, mixed and mingled with other EXP agents there, got their feedback, and then made a decision to come into my organization. Her broker that she left is coming to my organization. I'm doing a call with them tomorrow. My girlfriend, who's also an attorney in real estate, is now coming to EXP as well. I had a mixer. From the mixer, 6 people are coming into my organization, and they're coming. Their applications are already there. But I want you to see this. What do? Okay. Where is it? Where did they send this email? I'm going to find it because I want to show you guys. Boom, right here. All right, look. All right, cool. So now I can share it. She came into the system, and right away, I have an assistant that does nothing but check my rev share to see who drops into my rev share. I don't care what level they're on. Okay. Welcome to EXP Realty. I'm so excited to get you started. The same old email. Join my group chat. Please send your professional headshot so I can welcome you on my EXP platform. So I have help. And you're going to need help too, eventually. I want y'all to see all the Eventbrites that are coming in for Saturday. It's costing me nothing to do the event, nothing. Bank of America's bringing the waters, the cookies, the this, the that. The city sponsored the space, the auditorium. You can go look at it. It's on my Instagram. But look at all the people who are registering to be there. I mean, I could be just going for days. It's free. So if I want 150 people in the room, how many people do I need to register? At least 225 people. Because some people aren't going to show up. Remember, it's free. So I'm not going to cut it off at 125 or 150. I'm going to let 200 people register. In fact, watch this. Am I still sharing the? Here we go. 112 people. I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna take it to 250 people. 200. Right now, real quick. This is what I would call non-income producing activity. So now that I just remembered, I'm going to just email my assistant and tell her to do it. Boom, and it'll be done by the end of the day. Perfect. Anybody has any other questions?
Yes, how do you attract brokers? How do you get a brokerage to look at EXP?
I call and I move myself out the way. Hey, Marshall, how are you? How's everything going at your brokerage?
Great, thanks. How are you?
Amazing, amazing. Let me ask you, how many agents do you guys have over there?
We have 25 agents, a few new ones, some really good producers, and we're doing well.
That's amazing, amazing. And let me ask you, what programs and systems do you guys have in place?
Well, you know, COVID made us take a good look at everything that we were doing. So even though we have this building here, most people are doing trainings online.
Wow, wow. Are you guys going to be hitting your goals for this year, your targets?
Well, we hope so.
Wow, if I could show you a way to triple what you guys are doing right now in a 30-minute to an hour call on a Zoom, you don't have to physically go anywhere, would you be open?
Triple? Yes.
Absolutely. Let me do this. Are you available tomorrow at 1?
Yes, I am.
Amazing. That's what I do.
Got it.
Now, I just literally hired someone to do nothing but call brokerages. I don't want to call. I just want to show up to the appointment. Right? So when you get a little leverage, you can start leveraging yourself. Okay? Anybody else?
Are you coming on this call with me?
Absolutely. In fact, I'm going to bring myself, Elena Cardone. I'm going to bring our integrations team, because if it's a brokerage, they structure differently and they have a lot more options. When I came into the business, because of my volume and my production, I could create a team right away and they could cap at 4,000 and not 16,000. They could cap at 8,000. There are different ways on how they structure brokerages. But you do have to make commitments to pay into the, what do you call it? Into the rev share, right? So it's no longer 16,000 amongst your team, it's different numbers. So you definitely always want to bring the integrations team on. Nice sign back there, Marshall. All right, guys, this is
Claudia,
1 o'clock.
Go
ahead,
sorry,
Deborah.
just quick question. How do you get in touch with the integration team? Like, I'm in Canada, so is it the same people or do you know?
No. So what you're going to do is go to your upline and say, hey, I want to bring a brokerage and I'd love to tap into the integrations team. Can you point me into the right direction?
Oh, okay. So I'll just talk to Elena then. Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
No, don't talk to Elena. Let me tell you who to call. Call.
Crystal?
Is it Crystal?
Yeah. Crystal took over for Robin.
Yeah, call Crystal and Crystal will connect you to where you need to go.
Okay, cool.
Wait, Deborah, let me see something.
Yeah.
Deborah Ross.
Yeah.
Okay, I just inbox you on Workplace.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I'm gonna connect you to Robin Sobchak.
Okay. Who's that?
She is an integration specialist. She'll be able to tell you who you need to reach out to.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Claudia.
I sent it to you already.
Okay, thanks, hon. By the way, how's your pool with the tree?
Oh, that was 5 years ago.
Oh, I thought that was part of Ian.
No, we didn't really see much damage, but now that you asked, we're good. We're good to go. My
Oh,
pool
good.
is
I'm
fine.
glad. Excellent.
That weathercast thing was old.
Oh, okay. Well,
Mhm.
glad everybody's
But today
okay.
I'd probably still do it. I'm crazy.
It was a great picture.
I just never understand why the weather people are in the weather during the actual physical hurricane. That's a whole nother story. All right, guys, that's my time. Call me if you need me. See you this time next week. What do you guys want to do? An opportunity call or training?
Training.
All right, let's do training. I'll
Cool.
see you guys later.
Thanks, hon. Bye. Have a great week, everyone.